It's 11:45. We've done 6 miles. We're heading into town. We woke up, it drizzled all night long. Everything was wet. We packed up in the rain. It's all heavy fog. This fog's rolling back in again now. It's kind of been a struggle to stay. And we were all bundled up in 3 layers. It was cold. Like it's getting cold again right now. I just got done taking the last of my layers off and it's getting cold again. The wind's blowing off the mountain, pushing this fog down. This is nothing compared to what it was 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. You couldn't see 50 feet in front of you. This is going to be a short video because obviously I didn't film anything earlier. I had saw some great things to film, which appear to still be present. So if the sun pokes its head out again, but we're going down to Thornton Gap to a town called Luray for a storm tomorrow. I don't know. Much after that. But I packed my phone away in 3 bags at the bottom of my pack because I didn't want to risk it. I risked it before on a shakedown in North Carolina. I couldn't charge my phone for 3 days. So Mary? I think a tree just fell down. Mary's way ahead of us, so now we're coming into the thick stuff again. And the temperature's dropping again. Now that I have all my clothes off, all my layers, which, you know, dark. It's just been one of those days. Sore. Last night was gorgeous. Super, super windy though. It's a little nerve-wracking. Anyway, I'll check back later. Sort of these transition woods here and these gaps are kind of junky, full of rose bush, or not rose bushes, blackberries and these passion vine. We're heading into some hardwoods again now, but it's like this fog is hanging out at a certain elevation. It wasn't high, it burned off high, and it hung out in the gaps, in the benches, or the saddles rather, I guess they're saddles, not benches. And I just heard Michelle say that I got a big climb coming up Tuesday, and it's Saturday, and we have got to stop taking these double zeros. I mean, maybe we slack pack on Tuesday, I don't know. It's the more rain coming on Wednesday, so I don't know how we're gonna lay out Monday. We need to be back on trail Monday. Anyway, that's what happens when you travel with other people. And I don't like it because I'm kind of selfish. And I didn't sign up for it. But there's a lot of white pine groves in the last couple days. Big, tall ones. This is the first day like this, really, for us. So I can't really complain. But we certainly dictate our schedule around the weather, and we're going to have to have a little chat about what's going to happen Monday and Tuesday. I say we slack back. I don't know if there's a bailout point or not. What's that say? No fill? Thornton Gap, 0.4. I love these little markers. These rocks are what put my foot in a hurting to begin with. This is what Maryland looked like in West Virginia and even Northern Virginia. And we're still in Northern Virginia. I know Virginia's the South.
Okay, so on that AT here, it's time for Mary. I'm really not into this videotaping thing or talking to a camera, but I'm doing a little blurb for my part in this adventure. And I'm on a swing here on the porch at Open Arms Hostel in Luray, Virginia. And we have 123 miles under our belt. And we started off the gangbusters. I know Jeff's already said that, but now we've slowed down a bit just to keep our ligaments and joints, knees and feet happy. So it's been a great experience. What's really crazy is that you're climbing up a hill and you're like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? I can't do this. And then you get up the hill and you get, going further down the trail, and you're like, okay, I got this. I think I'm enjoying this. I like this. So it's a bit of a mental battle sometimes, but kind of like giving birth. I have 4 children, and the giving birth part is not so fun. It's a bit painful, actually. And so is being on trail. Sore muscles and a lot of sweat and grit and grunting to get up some of these inclines. But the views are spectacular. And yeah, it's worth it. After you give birth to that baby, it's like it was worth every pain, every struggle that you had to have that baby. And then that baby's in your arms, and it's a beautiful, wonderful thing, and you forget. And that's a blessing, because you get out on the trail the next day and you forget the craziness or the struggle the day before. So it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And I pray a lot. It's a really wonderful time with God, just praying for everybody back home, all my friends and family, especially my children, Jesse, Anna, Luke, his 3 kids, Liam, Charlotte, and Christopher. And then there's Kara and Katie back home, her friend Katie, and her 2 small children. And then there's Cammie, my youngest, and her fiance Dar and their baby Ezra. And then I've got a bunch of friends that I know are praying for me, my entire church, Agape Church, and my best friend Heather. Just a lot of encouragement and love. And I'm really grateful for all of that. I just really appreciate it so much. It means a lot, and it's helping. One of the scriptures that I keep thinking about as I'm hiking is, actually it's in a couple places in the Bible, but I know it's in 2 Samuel 22, where it says that he makes my feet like the feet of a deer to reach the heights. And so I'll say that over and over again. And yeah, it's beautiful. God keeps my feet in good places. And we're having a great time. So that's it for me. Love you guys.
So I just want to take a moment and talk about this for a couple minutes. So I've been talking about going slow and taking it easy because we're suffering from knee pain and foot pain. And you know, I walked into an outfitter today in Luray, Virginia, and the guy was like, started talking about our journey, and he's like, what's the rush? And I just, you know, as simple as that is, and it just sounded so profound at the time, you know, I'm going to stop talking about that because I think it's counterproductive for me and my mindset, and I just don't think it is what it is. I mean, it's a journey, not a destination. I know that's super, super cliche, but you know, we're doing what we can in a day right now, and we're building our trail legs, and we're in pain, but I've heard a lot of people say that you'll be in pain for the next 2 months. So I'm just gonna embrace it and go with it, and talk about that anymore. I'm not gonna talk down. I'm gonna speak life. I'm gonna speak truth. I'm gonna speak, you know, speak life, positive. It bothers me at times. My ego is what it bothers. It doesn't really bother me because I still struggle up these hills sometimes. I mean, they're getting bigger and longer, and some have switchbacks and some don't. They're just across the face, around the side, around the back side, just a big curly Q up to the top, just basically straight up. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of put that out there, and I apologize if I come off like I'm ungrateful, because I'm not. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to have this opportunity to do this. I'm grateful to be in a position where I can put work aside for 6 months and make this journey. And you know, we're gonna do the best we can every single day. Obviously, we're not gonna go out in inclement weather, and why would you want to? I mean, but at the same time, it does at times get a tad old when you're at a hostel for more than a day or two. I know a lot of people out there hike through the weather, and that's their prerogative. It's not just my wife and I anymore. We have a third, Doc. So it's, and she knows the Shenies way better than we do, and she is a retired doctor, and that's nice to have as a companion. And so we're just gonna walk our walk and hike our hike everybody always says hike your own hike, and you know, at times it's difficult for me to, you know, suck it up and swallow my pride. My ego are not my friends. I think they're a product of the enemy. Rarely do they look out for my best interest. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about a couple of the towns that we've been in over the last couple of weeks. Obviously, Maryland, we were just kind of ridge walking most of the time. We did go through Gathland State Park, and we didn't really go into a lot of towns. We did resupply in Hagerstown, but we didn't really get a feel for that town because we didn't spend any time. We just went to the local Walmart. But, you know, I just wanted to, Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, if you have not visited that town or thought about visiting, I would highly suggest it. That town has full of history, Civil War history. The town itself looks like something out of the old world. Cobblestone streets and old architecture and super cool landscapes. It's kind of nestled in a valley right along the Potomac River and the Shenandoah River where they come together. There's a wealth of really good restaurants and bars if you're into that. I don't know if there's a lot of bars there. I don't go to bars, so I didn't look for bars, but I'm sure there is some of those establishments as well. But I would really urge you to consider checking out Harper's Ferry. It is a super cool town. We didn't get to spend a lot of time there because when we were there it was super cold. A massive cold front came through and it just got really, really cold. Another town that we visited recently last week was Front Royal. I've been referring to it as Front Royale because that's what I thought it was. I kind of like that name better, but anyway, that's a pretty cool town too. The Appalachian Trail goes right through it. Not right through it, but right adjacent to it, I guess. And obviously it's the northern town of it's the northern boundary of Shenandoah National Park. So anyway, we found some really good restaurants there. There's some really good ice cream places. I had to go to the library there to upload all my videos, which was inconvenient, but it worked out nonetheless. Today we rolled into a town called Luray, Luray. Luray is how they pronounce it here. And I love this town. This is a little country valley town. We got picked up this morning in Shenandoah National Park. I don't have any idea. I'm thinking our elevation was somewhere around 2,000 feet, but like all day long today, it drizzled on us all night long. We woke up wet, not wet personally, but all of our tent, our mat that our tent goes on was soaking wet and muddy, and we just stuffed it into the pack, and as we hiked out of there, we were getting drizzled on, so our pack was heavy and wet, and in and out of the fog. You know, at first we were at elevation and the fog cleared, and I thought it was going to clear, and then we dropped down to a certain elevation in the saddles, and the fog just sat there like a giant cloud sitting in a saddle. But as we worked our way down the mountain, we got down to Skyline Drive, which we crossed, and then took the trail down a little farther and crossed, I believe it's Highway 211, and it was cold. I mean, the whole way down we were shedding layers, and by the time we got out to the main road, we were all freezing to death. And our hostel owner, Allison, came and picked us up, drove us down into the valley of Luray, and it was sunny and 60. So this little town, Luray, I love it, man. It's quaint. It's a mountain. It's a hiker town. It's right in the valley. I don't know how it relates to size in comparison to Front Royal, but I really, really like this town. I would urge you to check this town out too. It's got really good restaurants. There's a really, really big storm brewing tonight. It's coming across, west of here right now. They keep updating and increasing the weather alerts. So we're gonna lay out tomorrow. We may even slack pack over Mary's Rock, which is a big mountain. I don't know how tall it is exactly, but it's a big mountain. And then our goal is to make our way down towards, I believe it's Elkmont, which is about 30 miles south of here. And it'd be interesting to see what that town's all about. These towns along the Appalachian Trail are just super cool. And they're just such a relief for us who are out on the mountain trying to get off the mountain for inclement weather. And it's, the hiker season is just kind of on the verge of really exploding. We're early by design. That was our plan. But anyway, I would urge you to check these towns out if you're out and about and want a different place to go check out. These towns are, the Shenandoah National Park is 107 miles long, I believe. And there's all these little towns on both sides that are just cute little country towns. Anyway, I found these country ham sandwiches, just country ham sliced up on a hamburger bun. They're nothing on them, super simple, but man, I ate like 2 of them today. So anyway, I just want to wrap this up, and moving forward, our walk is our walk, and our hike is our hike, and hike your own hike, and all the cliches. We're just going to keep plugging along, moving south. We have a goal, but I mean, it doesn't matter if we hit it or not. As far as timing, we've taken this time this year to do this, and we're going to do it. And I just want to take an opportunity to thank all of you for watching. I would encourage you to like and comment on the videos, any of the videos. I try and check them and respond when I have a decent internet, which at times up here is tricky. We're staying at this Open Arms hostel in Luray. I'll link a description in the description box. If you like this content and want to follow along and follow our journey, please feel free to subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. It's just a click of a button. We're putting videos out daily. I'm sure they're probably going to catch up to me. They almost did today, but I'm just adding 4 or 5 more, so that should carry me through most of next week. But the videos are right on my tail, and I'm doing the best I can, and it is what it is. If I skip a day or whatever, I'll get one up just as soon as I can. So again, I want to thank you all for watching and being a part of this journey. It means a lot to us. It really does. I mean, I don't know what this channel has turned into, or I don't know. Anyway, thanks so much. Have a blessed day. God bless.